What's going on, guys? Matt Everett here with Lethal Camaro, and I have just finished installing the Roto-Fab cold air intake on my 2016 Camaro SS. Now, this install will work for 2016 or the 2017 SS models, but I wanted to literally just jump in my car. So I drove around this morning with the cold air inductions intake on. I had set my throttle controller to 0, so it was as if I didn't even have it on the car. And just getting a feel of the cold air inductions and now the Roto-Fab, because not only does this supposedly unlock more horsepower from your vehicle, it's supposed to increase throttle response and even sound coming from the hood. And I think the biggest thing that people want to know is, does the Roto-Fab setup whistle? So I am going to drive around and see how this bad boy performs. Now, I am pretty certain, based on how the stock box is built and how the Roto-Fab box is built, that this system will not have the whistle noise that we've heard in the cold air inductions and the Mishimoto setup. And the reason why is they use a much heavier, dutier plastic that I think will help dampen all the sound that the stock one does, so we don't hear it there as well. So let's go for a drive and let's check it out. I think it's also something that needs to be said is, these cars are now known for their ECUs taking some time to adapt and change. Now, compared to the cold air induction setup, this Roto-Fab setup is a bigger filter, and the way that it's set up, I believe we're getting a lot more airflow. Now, the biggest difference is the Roto-Fab setup is truly sucking air from outside of the car. It's a full closed design system. The lid closes with the hood of your car, and you know, it's sucking air from the front inlet. Sound wise, it still sounds just as good as the cold air inductions and the Mishimoto setup. I mean, I'm not really hearing any increase in sound in regards to the cold air intakes in general. A lot of cars coming. Do some windows down driving. Driving wise, sorry. So driving wise, I mean, this is kind of a seat of your pants kind of feeling in general, but driving wise, it feels the same as the cold air inductions. Getting in there in the higher RPM range, maybe there was a little more power there, kind of. I mean, it feels like it's digging a little bit more, which would definitely incite more torque. And looking at my RPM range, I don't hear a whistle. And I apologize, the whistle video I created before, I thought you could hear it clearly. A lot of people were like, I don't hear it. So, but I heard it pretty clearly in the video that I created. This one as a whole, I don't hear it. So there was that sweet spot between 2,500 RPM and 3,200 RPM range. That is where that whistle was heard. Now, with the Mishimoto, it was a little bit higher, but on the cold air inductions, they're actually making a part, supposedly, that they're going to ship to everyone who has purchased a cold air induction. So if they have your information, they're going to send you one of these, but they're calling it their whistle eliminator. So I don't know the full details around it, exactly what it's doing and stuff like that, but that's coming. But Roto-Fab, no issues with their shipped product. I hear no whistle. This is the range that I heard it within the Mishimoto and cold air inductions, and God, this car just wants to go. Ever say how much I love our Camaros? I will say I think there is a lot more airflow going through. I don't have a check engine light or anything yet, so that's always good. There's definitely more airflow going through, because the exhaust tone sounds different, and it doesn't sound like muffled different. It sounds like there's more flow going through there. Again, I'm going to be really interesting to test the MAF and the, you know, the air-fuel ratios and all that, just to see how much is actually going through. It's not cold out. It's not too hot. It's only 82 degrees outside right now, so this is okay temperature to be driving around in to get good performance. You know, once you get above 88 and higher, you start, you know, the air density is a lot different, and the power that you can generate just because of the environment and humidity, etc., completely changes. Now I'm going to do some windows rolled down so you guys can hear it. I know a lot of people have been asking me to do more videos of driving around where you can hear the car. This is for you guys. Get some downshifts. So, and just to highlight, my catalytic converters are back on the car, so you can get a sense of how much quieter the car is now versus when it was just wide open. This car. So I'm gonna go automatic mode, or put it in automatic instead of manual shifting, just because I can't shift nearly as well. Even if I was in a stick shift, I can't shift nearly as well as this car can shift automatically. For all you manual guys out there who always like to give me crap for driving an auto, you cannot shift this good. I'm sorry. And if I had to do it all over again and get the ZL1, if I can get a ZL1, I'm totally getting the 10-speed. But it's just, she's a beauty, man. If you guys haven't driven one of these cars, go test drive one. They have gobs of power. They're in that torque range all the time. And if you feel like you need more torque, I mean, it's literally just a gear drop away. I mean, it's good. And sorry, I was working in the garage. I'm hot and tired. Woke up at 5 a.m. today. And now I'm stuck behind some Honda Tucson. This could be seat of my pants reactions, but it feels like the car has just that little bit more torque in the higher end. And Roto-Fab, they've posted results where you could see constant gains through the entire RPM band. And I mean, the dyno will prove me right or wrong, but it's hard to tell. It really is. I don't know. But man, if you guys didn't see what this bad boy looks like under the hood, that alone is worth the cost of admission here. But one other thing I do want to talk about, and that comes down to warranty. You know, a lot of people ask, hey, if I install this product on my car, is it going to avoid the warranty? It technically can. And, you know, I have a, former person who used to follow the channel. I don't know if they're completely gone. They got a little mad at me, and I got a little frustrated with them and their remarks. They said some belittling things to me, which I felt were just totally against why I created this channel. And I usually don't get sucked into the trolls, but he was just kind of being an asshole, and apologize there. I don't like using bad language. But he pointed out one thing, and I have to agree with him there, regardless of his other remarks that he made towards me. I've never really talked about the you know, the difference in regards to, like, can this void my warranty? Is it worth the purchase? What would GM do if my motor blew up after I installed a cold air intake? Now, GM is making an aftermarket cold air intake. You can go buy their product and keep your warranty on your car no matter what. Sometimes GM even will publish a list of manufacturers they work with of products that are trusted, and if you buy those products, they will still honor your warranty. Now, I am not aware of any list like that for the 6th gen Camaro. So that being said, any product you put on your car that's aftermarket, not made by GM, you run the risk of voiding the warranty of your car. Now, they do have to prove that it was that product that caused whatever issue you may run into or have. Can they do that? Sure, they can cause you to go to court and have to fight all that battle. And is that worth the 10, potentially 15 horsepower increase? That's up to you guys. Now, for you guys out there that go ahead and do like tunes on your car, you already know you voided your warranty. The moment you tune your car, your warranty's gone. And if you think GM can't look into the history of your ECU, they can. There's a lot of fail-safes they build into there because they want to protect their own rear end from getting sued or other potential issues, or having to pay out your warranty claims for you dicking around with your car. And I don't blame them. So just keep that in mind. But I will say, overall, I'm pretty impressed with Roto-Fab's product. I won't know for sure what is actually happening to the car until we get her on the dyno. And even then, that's going to be a snapshot of performance, potential performance. You never know how the results are going to be, what it's going to be, how the humidity is going to be. There's just so many factors. So I do know we'll use the same dyno that I've been using on the other tests, so the results should be consistent. The only thing I can't control is the humidity and the temperature. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think of the design of the Roto-Fab, how it looks, all that greatness. I'd love to know what you guys think. Yeah, until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the road.